I am 100% here not to waste your time. So let's get right into this. If you're like me, you've been looking at a way or trying to find a way to get chromatic aberration quickly and easily into your motion graphics projects. Maybe you've seen the other tutorials where you take your source, you duplicate it 3 times, you put channel shift on it, RGB, you move it up and down in just all different directions a little bit, but you have to pre-comp it, and it's a big mess, and it's hard to keep track of, and if you make a change, it's hard to make the change propagate all over the place. It's just insane. So I knew there had to be a better, faster way to do this, and I think I figured it out, and I want to share it with you, so let's not waste your time. Oh, and just to prove that I'm being serious about it, check it out. If we turn off this one layer, you can see how the chromatic aberration shifts and disappears. Just like that, okay? So let's give this a shot. Let's give it a shot right now. Let's turn this layer off, and let's go ahead and create a new adjustment layer. Right there it is. And let's start off by grabbing a tint. And here is tint, and we'll drag it onto this adjustment layer. And there it is, and it might take a second for it to update because this is a massive picture I've chosen in the background for some reason. There it is. Awesome. Took a few seconds. And now let's change the colors of the tint to red and blue. Now that looks super cool, but that is not really the secret. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the emboss, and we're going to take our emboss, and we're also going to drag it onto this layer. And then, just like before, we're going to have to wait a second here while the computer decides to load this gigantic image into memory. I don't know why I chose a massive image, but I thought it'd be cool. And there we go. Okay, so you can already see what's going on. The emboss has taken the tint color and has turned it into the embossed image. But the magic happens when we change the blend mode from normal to hard light. And just like that, we are 100% done. That's all you have to do. You can actually call it there. If we turn this layer on and off, you can see that on all the edges, you get this beautiful chromatic aberration. In fact, it is extremely realistic. It's just amazing. What I like to do is make sure that the angle for the direction is usually set to 90. 90 just seems to be a little bit more conducive to what we're talking about. You can change the relief, and you can see as you change the relief, you can spread it out from the edges a little bit, so you can give yourself more or less chromatic aberration. That's simple. You can change the colors up here to change the colors of the chromatic aberration. And this is with 2 quick and simple little plugins. The last thing you can do is you can add a CC lens. You're going to get this really weird sort of circular. Just dial this all the way up to 500. And what that does is sort of gives you that VHS sort of creep, right? Where it's sort of, you really lose sort of that color tracking as you get further from the center. So here in the center, you can see the aberration is pretty close. And as you get further and further away, you can see it starts to creep out more and more and more. And you can use some other built-in plugins and effects to sort of manage that, to add a little bit of fuzz to it, all those kinds of things. But basically these 2 will get you 99% there, and then, CC lens or whatever will get you the rest of the way. So I hope that was really easy for you guys. I hope that was helpful. Please do me a favor and like this video, and feel free to subscribe, and take care. Peace.